Hello blues guitarists, Mike B here. In this lesson we're going to be talking about blues strumming and intentional sloppiness. And we're going to be using two songs as examples. We're going to be using Pride and Joy by Stevie Ray Vaughan and another Stevie Ray Vaughan tune, Cold Shot. So intentional blues sloppiness is a really cool concept because it really just gives you a different kind of feel to your guitar playing. It's all about touch. A lot of people forget that so much of tone comes from touch and how you're touching your guitar. You could be using Stevie Ray Vaughan's exact setup and you wouldn't sound like Stevie Ray Vaughan. Even if you were playing the exact same notes with the exact same gear, you wouldn't sound like Stevie Ray Vaughan because you have a different touch than his. He's developed his touch more than you have. So one of the ways we develop touch on the guitar is using this intentional blues sloppiness strumming that I'm about to show you. So the first song we're going to talk about here is going to be Cold Shot. So let me give you an example of this. So what I'm doing there is when I play this note, the first note, I'm actually strumming every single string, but I have such a good mute that only this note is coming through. So I'm literally strumming all of my strings. So that's one of the ways you get this cool sloppy sound is just by having such a good mute that you can strum all the strings. And what this also enables you to do is strum your guitar way harder because you don't have to worry about just touching that one string. You can use the power of gravity and let your right hand just play all the strings. A little warning, you're probably going to break a lot of strings from now on. So we start off. So what you want to work on is using your left hand as the mute. So in a song like this, we're on the 7th fret of the D string. We're going, so that's 7, 5, 7. Then we do a little Dorian lick. So that's just 7, 7, 7. With our third finger, top 3 strings, then 5, 5, 5, top 3 strings. So that's, and then after that we go to the 5. So that's the lick right there. So if I just play it like that, it sounds so boring, like there's nothing to it. But if I play the exact same notes with a different touch, it sounds awesome and totally badass. So what you want to work on is just grabbing your first note and doing this, making sure every single string is muted except for the one you want to come through. This is the hardest part about this. Then you want to do that again with your first finger. And then with these guys, you want to use your thumb as the mute. So with all of these, I like to use the thumb on the lower strings and just let your fingers kind of lay across the bottom 3. So let's try that nice and slow. Okay, now the next very important part of this